Well, folks, more and more polling data has been coming out recently, of course, showing that Donald Trump has a vice-like grip on the Republican nomination. Even the polls that have come out since last Monday's Georgia indictments, Trump's still winning. He's actually winning by more today than he was a week and a half ago before the indictments came down. So Trump's got that Republican nomination on lockdown. The problem is, as the conservative news outlet, the Washington Examiner, pointed out, Trump has no path to a general election victory. Let me read you this. Again, Washington Examiner, not exactly a liberal rag, had this to say in an op-ed. A poll from the Associated Press NORC, Center for Public Affairs Research, found that 53% of people say they would definitely not support Trump in the general election, compared to 43% who said the same of President Biden. A Fox News poll has Trump with a lower favorability than Biden among important swing groups, including independents, suburban voters, especially suburban women, and undecided voters. An ABC News poll found that 50% of people think Trump should suspend his campaign in light of the indictments in Georgia, which people think are more serious than those in New York City and Florida. Quinnipiac and Marist both have Trump trailing Biden 47 to 46%. That is not impressive or something Trump's team can cite as proof he can win. Rasmussen has 63% of likely voters saying the country is headed in the wrong direction. People dislike Biden, the economy, and the current state of the country, and Trump is still losing with a nearly negligible pool of persuadable voters who also like Biden more than Trump. And again, this isn't coming from, Huffington Post. It's not coming from Raw Story or Alternet or any other liberal website, Talking Points Memo, Think Progress. Oh, sorry, they've been gone forever. I just showed my age with that. But this is from the Washington Examiner. And even they're saying there's no path to a general election victory for Donald Trump. And for the record, those polls that show that, Biden's only winning by 1 point or he and Trump are tied, I don't buy into that at all. Because you got to look at the rest of the data in there too, because the rest of the data tells us that those undecided voters are all leaning towards Biden. Trump is not winning over any new people with these indictments. He's securing his stranglehold with the Republican nomination, sure, because they believe this is a political persecution and we got to band together and save him. I get it. It's stupid. It's wrong, but I get it. But out there in regular America, the people who don't have a MAGA hat hanging in their closet, those people are looking at this and saying, like, why would I vote? I may not be happy with the guy in the White House now, but why would I vote for this guy that keeps getting indicted like every other day? That's not attractive to me. Plus, that's the guy that was president for 4 years, let us all go to hell with COVID and didn't do anything to help me then. So why would I support him? Because even though right now all of the laser focus of the media is on Donald Trump's indictments, people out there actually still remember how not great the Trump years were. And that's the thing that the Democratic Party needs to do a better job on their messaging with. I know they're out there hyping Bidenomics right now, but y'all got to remind people how bad Trump was. You got to remind people about the trade wars that for some reason you have not ended. So maybe don't go that route, because that's a massive misstep. But you could remind them of the COVID failures. You could remind them of how Trump had to bail out farmers twice because he was sending a record number of them into bankruptcy. You can remind them of the lies he told about the companies moving back into the country, bringing thousands of jobs that never materialized. You can talk about the 2017 Republican tax cuts, of which the average American got $0. Those are the things you can hit on. Remind people not just that he's probably going to prison, but maybe also remind them things were really bad when he was president too. Most of them remember that already. And that, of course, is why, even though they don't like Biden, they're going to break for him in the general election. And Trump, at this point, based on all of the polls, as Washington Examiner points out, he has no path back to the White House. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.